welcome to the stream tonight. We are here for an eviction episode of Big Brother 27. And oh boy, that we might be really in for one here. I don't even know what to tell you. I don't even know what to tell you. Of course, we have quite a night, potentially coming up between the blockbuster, somebody having made or will make a colossal mistake, and then be evicted, and then theoretically the wall. Although I'm not sure I've seen any like advanced warning about that from Big Brother at the very least, which concerns me. Oh, they did confirm it? Okay. But yeah, this is gonna be, listen, okay. You may have listened to the update this morning. If you did, you know that the vote is currently for Keanu to leave by a small margin in every scenario. Then for Zach to leave over Vince. That is the current state of things, the last we saw. So obviously the thing has been like, man, if Keanu wins this blockbuster, Zach's gonna look like a real idiot. But if you didn't see my tweets from today, then you have not been updated on the latest. Now, you may have heard, I think we talked about this a little bit, Keanu has mentioned before, I might throw the blockbuster so that Vince can stay because I have the votes and Vince doesn't. People say this all the time. They never really do it. However, there has been some concerning momentum to this plan for Keanu through the day today. It went as far as him bringing up the plan to Rachel. And Rachel said, please don't do that. I'm begging you, you must win this competition. I know you think you have the votes, but you don't. You are going to look like the biggest idiot ever. And Keanu's face goes, no. Rachel, you're wrong. I have the votes. We need Vinny. And he walks away from that conversation not only not telling Rachel that he won't throw the blockbuster, but basically telling her he plans to. She says, well, you can't throw it because what if Zach wins? And he says, well, obviously, Rachel, obviously I wouldn't throw it unless it were like one of those buzzer competitions where you need to buzz in. I would just wait by the buzzer to see if Vince or Zach was going to come in second place. And if Zach is about to finish, I'll just buzz in. So anyway, it's a buzzer competition. We got the preview from Julie. It's taking pieces, colored pieces, 4 stacks of them. I believe they played this in All Stars 2. Cody won it. where they are just like rearranging the stacks of colors so that all of the colors are in the same stacks. It's very much, I would say, just a speed competition. It's not even like a proper Towers of Hanoi, I believe, because there's 4 stacks and it's like um just not difficult. You could just brute force this and it will work, I believe. Um so theoretically this could favor Keanu being the biggest guy, the most amount of reach. He's going to be able to do things quicker theoretically. It should be the hardest for Vinny, theoretically, being the smallest guy. But who really knows? Um, it could really be anyone's game. But if Keanu plans to do this, it basically cuts his chances of winning at least in half. Because what basically Keanu is saying is that in order for Keanu to win, he not only has to be in first place, but Zach has to also come in second place. Otherwise, Keanu will throw it to Vince. So there's one exact order of finishes that Keanu will accept that will lead to a Keanu blockbuster victory. And there's a world where, you know, if Zach sees that Keanu is holding by the button and he recognizes that Keanu plans to throw for Vince, but not him, if I were Zach, I would just let Vince go. Because here's the weird thing. If Zach comes in second in that scenario and forces Keanu to win, Zach loses. So Zach is actually incentivized to then not come in second place. That actually, if Zach does slightly better than Vince in this competition, but not enough to beat Keanu, that's his worst case scenario. Is Zach quick enough to think of all of that on the spot? Probably not, but what are you going to do? Just the notion that Keanu might even do this is just so wild. It's absurd to me that I have to prep for an exit interview tomorrow where the energy is the same regardless of who it is. Like whether it's Zach or Keanu, it's just like the only question on my mind is like, what the fuck is wrong with you? That's all I'm thinking. I just I just can't. Anyway, the episode's about to start. Let's run a prediction. Commercial by 513. And it should be very soon here.
He enters the night with an
unused secret power. Sorry, I turned on Nightbot for YouTube chat, and I think it's a little overzealous. I'm adjusting the settings. We do have Angela on the recap tonight. Man, I just want to go straight to the comp. I feel like I don't even care what they're gonna show us. I mean, so what do they have to show us? Let's think it over, right? Zach telling Morgan about his power. Mickey going on an anti-Rachel campaign. Maybe Rachel begging Keanu to listen to her. What? Anything of the 17th? Hello, thank you for the 3 months in advance. I appreciate that. Welcome. It would be really funny if they had to wear the costumes for Blockbuster. Reality thing with 7th. I just can't with that. I just can't with that. Would you have done the same if you won the regular veto, Zach? Because that's just how it works. You take yourself off, and then your friend sometimes goes on. She's got 6 votes. I mean, here's the thing. Even though she did fail to in most of her campaigns yesterday, she's right. Her eviction preference is the current one that exists, and it's because of Ashley. Now, should that be her eviction preference? That's another story. I think they're greatly oversimplifying. I mean, the fact is that Mickey wanted Keanu to stay for a long time, and there was a ton of drama that flipped that. I think they're just skipping over it. The fact that Vince lost Kelly is such a fumble. It's just like they have this conversation and yet they're going to vote out Keanu in any circumstance, which makes no sense for them. It's all just chirping. I mean, to be fair, it's not because Mickey's saying they should do it. It's because of Zach. Zach has them both snowed. Trivia, thank you for the 28th month. Jason, thank you for the 46th. No commercial indeed. Deja, thank you for the 6th. A hunch? You were told! I hate this. I think I'm just too selfless, actually. No, you don't get to be dumb and then attribute it to a virtue. That's just not how it works. All right. No, there was no commercial. Next prediction. Cal, thank you for the 20th. Zach tells Morgan about 10K. Do we see Zach tell Morgan about the 10K in the next segment? Yeah, people are saying like, "Oh, we need a new chapter about." I mean, the thing is that like, and I mean this genuinely, but like, I don't think it's that interesting. I don't think this kind of thing. I mean, what I do think is interesting is the fact that somebody like Zach will make a play like this and attribute it to his own sense of morality and virtue. And I actually did kind of write about that in the book. But you know, just a chapter about people making dumb mistakes is I don't think super interesting. For a long time, I have thought about like making a video that's like top things every player should know before they play Big Brother. But I've always put it off in part because it's like, you know, who am I to say? We're back. We're back. But at this point, I think next year we got to do something. Those just aren't for me. Literally them just in the hammock. Lindsay, think of the 39th. And there it is. Should have used the veto, Marcellus. All right, here we go. Who wins the blockbuster? Is it Keanu, Vince, or Zach? If you weren't here at the start of the stream and you still have not heard, there is a very real chance that Keanu intends to throw this competition to Vince if he has the ability to. I will say again, people say this all the time. They don't often actually go through with it. But we are talking about Keanu, and he was saying that he was planning to do it all the way up until the feed's cut, basically, despite being begged by Rachel not to. You may ask why, but the only answer is Keanu. That's just it. That's it. I can tell you his logic, but it won't matter because it doesn't really make any sense. I can only really just say Keanu as explanation. That's all I've got. Despite this, Keanu is the most popular choice on the board here for the prediction. So we will see. Obviously, this is a very important competition for the rest of the season. And we're back. Man, if Keanu does throw, the audience is going to lose their mind that doesn't know this is coming. They're going to be like, what in the actual hell is happening? All right, I'm hiding the chat. It's time. There's only 3 of each color. It's going to be so fast. And yeah, you can stack 4. I feel like this is so easy. Keanu already going too slow. Zach already going fast as fast as he needs to be. I think Zach is going to win this straight up, just based on his hustle. Vince is too slow. Keanu is thinking a lot too. I really don't even think it requires much thinking. I really think Zach is going to take this. Keanu's struggling. Okay, Zach also looks like he's struggling, to be fair. Okay, no, he's getting closer. Keanu's nowhere close. This is, I'm going to say again, easily Zach. Okay, now Zach is starting to screw up. Keanu's catching up. Vince is catching up. This has to be taking longer than they anticipated. Vince is getting very close. Keanu is getting very... Keanu's about to win. Oh my God, is he going to throw it? He doesn't throw it, he wins! Oh my God. I can't believe Zach threw that. Zach had such a big lead. Listen, I will take the L on that. I really thought Keanu was going too slow. I thought that taking his time like that would not work. Keanu wins the blockbuster. Wow. Okay, I had a tweet prepared for if Keanu threw that competition. Luckily, I can just change Keanu's name to Zach and it still works. So we'll see. To make it really work, I want to see Morgan vote Zach out. Okay, we can do vote count, or we can do will Morgan vote Zach out. But I think we got to do vote count. There's too many potential variables here. 5-5, Zach is evicted in the tiebreaker. 5-5, Vince is evicted in the tiebreaker. 6-4, Zach is evicted. 7-3, Zach is evicted. 8. Wait, hold on. Yeah. 8-2, Zach is evicted. 6-4, Vince is evicted. 7-3, Vince is evicted. Other. That is the prediction. Oh my God. I honestly, I can't even believe it's real. There were too many things in the way. I really thought Zach had that. I really did. I think it must have been harder than I thought. Or they just weren't good at it, I guess, is the other option. Because obviously Keanu taking the time to plan out his route was effective. It is not how I would have played that. But I've also done Tower of Hanoi a bunch. So I would be pretty, like, confident in my instincts without having to plan it. Esther, thank you for the 2,000 bits. Keanu not being a fool celebration, yes. You could tell he didn't know what he was doing, but he was going so much faster that I figured he would figure it out on the way. A pretty significant amount of money in other at the moment. MN with 10 gifted subs.
Wow, a 5. Wow, another 5.
Thank you so much. Make sure you thank MN for the generosity. Sorry. I played the wrong one. I got distracted because I had this open.
I'm pooping my pants.
And I really wanted to play it. But MN gets the proper soundbite here.
10! 10! Okay, 10.
Something we would not have gotten if they had kept that from the feeds. We will be getting Angela on the podcast tonight as well. Celtics, thank you for the subscription. Welcome to the Robot Army. Hey! And with 5 gifted.
Wow, another 5.
Thank you so much for the generosity. For Brian Out Loud, thank you for the 19th. We are in a celebratory mood right now, I think. I'm slowly getting out of being mad at Keanu because he didn't throw. I was so mad at him for wanting to that I'm slowly coming around to being happy that he's here. I have to keep telling myself he didn't throw. He didn't throw. Flynn, thank you for the 5.
Wow, another 5.
Oh, I'm getting excited looking at Zach. I'm getting excited because he looks so sad. Wow. Temp with 5.
Wow, another 5.
Why do we need to all hug here? Sorry. Keanu being in that hug is wild. The cutout to Keanu in that was so funny. Yeah, Keanu, he's literally crying over Vince leaving, or for Zach leaving, because He was gonna keep him over you. The costume is so ridiculous. Like a brother to him, Keanu. Hear that? I can't take him seriously in the egg. Ava has PTSD from Mickey talking at her all the time. Hey, me? What? No. What? We are expecting Mickey to vote out Zach. Things could have changed while feeds were down. Not likely, but we're expecting a Zach vote here. Yep. Rachel votes to evict Vince. Will votes to evict Vince. We knew that. Ashley switches the vote to Zach. We knew this was a possibility. She did want to vote with the house. She was telling Zach she may not vote for him if the votes weren't there. It's possible. That's it. It's possible this is going to be an 8-2, which is represented in the poll with 7% of the vote, 7% of the predictions. It is possible that Morgan gives a sympathy vote, but I'm really hoping she doesn't, because Morgan casting her vote to evict Zach would be just the cherry on top of this night. One thing to mention, we were just getting a bunch of Twitch subscriptions. I just got the notification from YouTube that they have approved YouTube memberships. So I believe now on YouTube, if you would like, you can now, I mean, tell me if it works. I think you can now sign up for YouTube memberships over here on YouTube. Basically similar thing to Twitch. You'll get a little badge and emotes and such. And they have like a promo that they're doing where they're gonna give me like $15 for every member that signs up, like on top of what you pay. So that's cool. But listen, there's plenty of places for you to support me. You don't need to do it in all of them. Yeah, that was the thing. I did it because I thought it would be the same as Twitch where you don't see ads, but apparently that's not the case. So there's really not much, there's not as much value add for YouTube. I will be upfront with you there. But appreciated nonetheless for those that are interested. There it is, Jolly Worms. Perhaps the first member on the YouTube channel? I think so. Thank you, Jolly Worms. Welcome to the YouTube robot army. It might be, you might need to like refresh the page or something. I don't know. Maybe open it in a new tab. We will be adding emotes and such, emojis. And over there on Twitch, John giving another 5.
Wow, another 5.
Thank you, John. And Lovely over on YouTube, becoming a robot. Maybe that's what it'll be. You'll become robots on YouTube. Thank you for the support, guys. This has been what a night so far. Cat becoming a robot over there. It does say welcome to robot. Megan, Donna, Durwood, all new robots, all. Thank you so much. All right, we're back. We're back. Lobotomy. Thank you. Michael, thank you so much. All right, here we go. It's Morgan. Soggy, thank you for the 4th. She did it. Didn't use the power to protect Morgan, and then she voted him out. A Zach vote from Kelly as well. We are heading to an 8-2. All right, I'm getting ready with my tweets. I'm happy this doesn't have to be about Keanu and can instead be about Zach. All right, it actually could be good for Lauren's game to vote Zach here or vote Vince here, but I don't know if she feels confident enough in the votes. And it's Zach Smith. Thank you for the subscription. Welcome to the Robot Army. B, thank you. Welcome. Gamer Robot, thank you, B. Ooh. And here's Keanu. All right, the tweet is out. Ava said. Julie, come on, Julie. I'm gonna need the smack, Julie. Julie, no. Were there boos? I was busy yelling at Julie. The Amazing Race. Oh boy, I did a podcast with Mike Bloom today about the Amazing Race cast. If you're interested in checking that out. Thank you again to the new robots over on the YouTube chat. 8-2. We got to do 8-2. A 7% prediction rate. Final prediction. Do we get goodbye messages? My tweet went out. I had to give a shortened version of it, but this is the one I wanted to tweet out without the character limit. 23 years ago, Marcellus Reynolds chose to not use the first ever Golden Power veto on himself. For more than 2 decades, it served as a warning to all future players to never pass up an opportunity to guarantee your safety. Here we are 23 years later, and Zach stands as a testament to the fact that the lessons of history are always doomed to be forgotten, that everybody thinks they are the exception. God save us all. And we're back. Yeah, 2 of the people that weren't his allies. Yes! Oh, I needed that. They were not, and you know it. You did not see them as equals. Come on. Man, he can't even give us a good Marcellus reaction either. Oh, you don't say, Zach. There's a lot that happens in between episodes? No way. No goodbye messages, seemingly. Otev. No setup for the wall, yeah. I don't know if this means they're not doing the wall tonight, or if it means the wall's just not gonna be on the feeds at all. Esther with 10. With 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. Guys, 10. 10 gifted subs. Thank you so much, Esther, for the generosity. I mean, here's the thing. I did wonder about this because the Melissa, thank you for the $1.99 over on YouTube as well. I did think about this where basically the spoiler about the wall came over a week ago. So it made sense to me that it was possible that not necessarily that the information was wrong, but that it might have changed, right? So that's possible. It's also, again, possible that we are getting the wall and that it's just not going to be on the feeds. I mean, they didn't show the endurance punishment on the feeds either, so that would be pretty wild. But this not being the wall does also change some things. I mean, the wall was all but going to guarantee that, somebody in the camp of, well, not anymore with Zach gone, but still, Zach, the former Zach camp definitely had the edge in a wall comp. It is now potentially, I would say, more up in the air. But we will see. Also, for what it's worth, I never actually saw. I have trouble with Blue Sky, unfortunately. It's hard for me to find things there. Not as hard as Twitter, but I never actually saw the post that. Oh, what's this? We're updating our terms of service. Does that mean things are gonna work now? No, of course not. I've been back and forth with Blue Sky support about getting my mentions working on Blue Sky, and they just don't. Mark, thank you for the subscription. Welcome to Robot Army. Has my mic been acting weird lately? Is that a thing? Yes, it sounds off, but lots of people saying no. Sounds normal. I do have like a lot of reverb in here, if that's what you mean. I need to do some proper sound treatment in this room. And I've been louder than normal usually lately, so that also would add to the reverb as well. I am on the podcast tonight. I'm sure there'll be plenty to talk about. Okay, so Hamster Watch posted an image of the knockout competition. Well, a knockout and then a wall, the Great Wall, labeled the 14th. Doesn't look like she's said anything recently about it, but also like don't go and ask about it. If Hamster Watch has something, she'll say something. She is very generous with her information, and people bug her all the time. But yeah, I mean, who knows? Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not the wall. Three days ago, still saying it was wall. Man, I really hope it's not that. It's just like not on the feeds. That would just suck. Oh, she started saying it might not be the wall yesterday. Okay. Interesting. It's definitely my hope that it's not the wall, because obviously we would want that on the feeds. All right. Well. Wow. What an episode. I mean, I can't believe Keanu actually won. He didn't throw. Zach was evicted 8-2 after not using his power. Can I say too, I was so proud of my call. Can I say this? Week 1, episode 2, I said, lock Zach in, he's in jury. I said, with this power, he's in jury. Lock it in. And it was gonna happen. How am I supposed to account for these players? How am I supposed to account for the fact that Lauren puts up Adrian? How am I supposed to account for Keanu might throw the blockbuster? How am I supposed to account for Zach might not use his power? Like, how am I supposed to get in these people's heads? It just, you know, it feels like a place where there's no return. You know what I mean? Anyway. Oh, wow. Tweet's doing well. Tweet's doing well, even though the Keanu one would have been better. Let's be real. If Keanu had stood there and thrown the competition and then been evicted, this tweet would have been better. I wrote it for Keanu. It just works for Zach also. Anyway. Prediction, there were no goodbye messages. And then let's run who wins HOH. There are 12. No, sorry. There are 11 competitors. So we can basically do 1 for 1 here. Erica! Thank you for becoming a robot over on YouTube. I appreciate that. YouTube's giving me $15 for every person that does that. I don't know why. What's the let's see. It's gonna be, let me pull up my my graphic. I'm gonna go in alphabetical order. Ashley, Catherine, Keanu, Kelly, Lauren, Mickey, Morgan, Rachel, Riley, or Vince/Will. Actually, you know what? Hold on. I'm just going to do Vince by himself. I'm going to do Riley with Catherine, and I'm going to do Will by himself. Caveat here is there's a chance I do not remember in the morning to update this prediction. And it expires after 24 hours. So if you win this, it behooves you to remind me at some point in the morning. Poll works over on Twitch, or the prediction works over on Twitch. Alexis, thank you for the $4.99 over on YouTube. I appreciate that. I have not talked to Fishback about Big Brother since the premiere, but I'll definitely try to check in at some point. Debbie, thank you for becoming a robot over on YouTube. All right, so that's what we have for tonight. I'm still like, I'm still shocked. I really didn't. I think I was expecting this result, and then Keanu talked about throwing. And he really threw me off my game. I was really like, it's done. Keanu has stayed. Jessica, thank you for becoming a robot over there on YouTube. HOH is going to be huge, obviously. Jimmy, thank you for the subscription. Welcome to Robot Army. Julie with $10 on YouTube. Thank you so much. What's the Julie tweet? I don't know. What is the Julie tweet? You tell me. I don't know if I follow Julie. Oh, I had to. I don't know who this is. She from... No, I know that actor. Susie, thank you for the $4.99. All right, I appreciate it all. All of you. I appreciate all of the support here. YouTube, Twitch, the Patreon, the book. I appreciate it all so much. But I do have to run to go to the podcast. So thank you all again so much for all the support here. Hope you enjoyed the watch party, the show, the everything. I'll be back in the morning. I'll have an update tomorrow. I'll have an interview with Zach, and plenty more. We'll have a Q&A, all kinds of good stuff here for Big Brother content. All right, thanks again, and I will see all of you very soon on the podcast.